Alright, 6 o'clock on November 18th, it's Beach Grove Greenscape Commission. My name is Kelsey Beal, serving as president.
I'm Anna Scare,
Our newest member.
our newest member.
Jessica Albright.
Liz Lappin.
And Crystal Bray should be joining us shortly. Guest recognition, we don't have any guests, but welcome, Anna.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, so it's a surprise for me. Were you appointed by the
Parks Board.
Parks Board? Very good. Good job.
And I don't know if Parks Board gets 2 appointments or 1, but I know City Council gets 2 appointments.
that was
and
me.
there was one open, if I remember correctly, because they were like, anyone else? And you were like, I'll do it.
Oh, that's right.
So I think there is another seat open through the City Council. Anyway, September and October minutes, I don't think we're gonna get those, because that was Brenda's
Oh, yeah, she was gonna get those done.
thing, and she had started to get more and more behind on that. So, I don't know. Which brings me to my next point, is we need to elect a new secretary. Someone just to record the minutes, and then we'll read, or, look over them, approve them at the next month's meeting, and then send a PDF to the clerk treasurer so she can put it on the website as public info.
Is it like something where you just write notes or type in or?
Yeah.
Cause I'm happy to bring my computer or whatever.
yes.
Cause I'm like, hey, I can do that.
Well, then I would like to nominate
Yeah.
Anna.
Yay, yay.
Thanks for the volunteer there.
Yeah.
We're all like, going,
Hey.
I was like, I was doing it.
This I can get involved this
good.
way.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Thank you.
It is helpful. I can show you the way I do it for Next Stop Beach Grove. I just take the agenda, take my notes, and then just type that out, and it's pretty simple. Great. So I'll take notes this time. Tree City USA it's time for that. I'm sure. We need to get you sworn in. The mayor's gonna, because the Next Stop Beach Grove tomorrow.
I saw him.
And Jim and Audra will come to that, so that we'll just get sworn in. And then also the other thing that happens is your email address will get added to this Gmail group. So when people email greenscape@beachgrove.com, it goes to all of us, but
Should
they
I
don't.
have my personal email? Or my.
I just sent work email because I don't think I have your it's up to
Okay.
you.
I'll think
However you
about
wanna
it.
do it. Probably don't do both because then you'll just get
Yeah,
redundant
because of
emails and then
double.
lost.
I have too many in my inbox as it is.
So yeah, let's remember to ask them about that tomorrow. I don't know, actually Samantha might be in charge of that, I'm not sure. Who changes the email group? Okay, so to my point on Tree City USA, that reminded me, because I emailed, Tom Han is the parks director, and the new DPW director is Tim Cochran, I believe, who I haven't met yet, but I just kind of went, hey. So they need to just respond with the numbers of how much the city has spent on tree care, tree removal, tree planting, tree anything, and brush removal, stuff like that.
Was that 2024 we were looking at? The attachment?
Oops, that's supposed to be 2025.
Or was that?
The attachment was from last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent them because Tim is new to the role and I didn't know how much explaining I would have to do, so I just sent last year's as an example of what I'm looking for. And I think last year Tom just sent from the parks a written email, like we removed 2 trees and we had 10 hours on this at this cost and whatever. And so the application is an online form. It's due the very last day of the year. And we just fill in the data that they give us. It's kind of like, how much did your city spend on tree removal, this and that. One thing that will probably qualifies for Tree City already is getting that tree inventory done.
Mm-hmm.
Cause even though we got reimbursed for it, like the city still spent that money
Yeah.
on tree, you know, and that was so many thousands of dollars that I'm sure. To be Tree City, you need $2 spent per capita for the year, and last year we were at like 14 per capita. So like, I'm not worried about us not getting it, we just need to get the numbers and do our best and get the application done. So that's something like any of us can do it when we have time. We need to get the numbers from them, but I can send around the link again, and it's just putting numbers in boxes on someone and submitting. Tree inventory, I don't have anything new on that. I just put it on there. I would like to see if maybe email the I'm blanking on his name now, from Save a Tree, the artist who did it. But I'm kinda interested to see like, how do we update that tree inventory? Because like, they took down that big tree at Heaven, they took down some big silver maples that were dropping things, and, you know, I know the file is, or the GIS thing is read-only, so.
Is that like something you can look at online, like
Mhm.
the trees? That's cool.
Yeah, I'll show you that at work.
Yeah. And I was like, this is pretty cool.
You work,
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I
Yeah.
just started a few months ago,
Oh, good,
so.
good for you, good. Oh, that's
Yes,
wonderful.
and conveniently moved to
Yeah.
Beech Grove as well.
Yes.
So, yay.
Good job.
Wow.
Good job. That's awesome.
I guess for the tree inventory, when we were at the Parks Board meeting last week, the Parks Board is working on their 5-year master plan, and so I said that we could use the tree inventory, and you can filter and sort everything. Well, there's an Excel sheet as well, so every tree in Beech Grove has a number and data. So I told them I would send them like the spreadsheets and whatever data I can collect about just the trees in the parks to add to the 5-year master plan
Yeah, that's
to
a
the
good
city.
idea.
So we can do that.
That's cool.
IRA grant projects, so I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. We got some federal grant money. There's still, I don't know, it's close to $100,000 of reimbursable funds left to spend. I think we have to do it by 2027. I know Samantha was in the process of getting reimbursed for the tree inventory part. So I don't know where that stands. That's not really our task, but I would just like to keep
Right,
make
right.
sure we're all on track. So for future projects, we had talked about doing planting projects in the areas identified by the tree inventory. Hopefully in 2026. The only thing I'm kind of unsure on how to go forward on that, just because it's reimbursable funds. So the city does have to spend the money first, and I don't know what part of the budget does that come from? Who do we ask? Like, how do we actually get that done?
That's what you're saying.
It's
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know what
But if it's volunteer, there's no charge, and so that
Right.
it doesn't get things done.
Yeah. So I'm kind of, I don't know where to go on that.
Well, how do other cities do it? I mean, what's the best way to do it for the best outcome for what we want to do for get this project done proper, the best way? It's just a matter of knowing, planting, and then finding and that should be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we would, if we had a plan, these trees, we want to go here, and then we could get quotes. But then we still have to take that to the City of Beech Grove, either, I don't know, DPW or Parks
Who's-
or
whose
the
budget
city
comes
company, I
out?
don't know where it comes from initially to pay for that. And even if it were all volunteer planting, which I think is not the way to do it, I think we'd want them professionally,
I agree.
like get big enough trees that
Yeah, I
we're gonna need
agree.
some machinery and like digging and
Yeah.
stuff. And you want
The clerk treasurer.
insurance, things like that. So, but I don't know what, it doesn't make sense in my head to ask the parks to budget for that, because these trees are gonna go in the right of way. It's
Right.
kind of like it's like north of Main Street, like up in that area in the neighborhoods is all the areas they identified. So that's not parks property, so it doesn't make sense in my head to ask parks for that.
But I think there's somehow they could get it from the general fund and then just reimburse it, there's gotta be it's gotta be something we've done like this before, I would think the clerk
Okay.
treasurer would be able to answer that question.
Which I was hoping a city councilor might be able to help us.
Yeah, yeah, I can, yeah.
Like I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
I'll
really.
figure it out, yeah, if that's what you want, yeah, sure,
Um,
sure.
Is there a survival rate question also, like, would you want stuff to come in waves, so it's not our entire tree inventory sitting at Sarah T. Bolton in a parking lot or something, and so we can
Oh,
get
yeah.
to planting all of it?
I think there were about
Dropping it off or
40
something?
sites identified, so
Okay.
yeah, it would probably be nice to break that.
Take
into-
a section or
Even if we did
sections.
10 at a time,
Yeah,
that's enough to, and we do have to get the trees for the grant, to satisfy the grant reimbursement requirements. We have to buy the trees from the state nursery. So they're like true natives with traceable genealogy or something. I don't know.
Native.
They're definitely native and legit. Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know if that, typically when you have a tree planted from a commercial place, there's a little 1-year warranty. I guess I could research that.
And that's a drive, isn't it? I mean, someone would have to go down, get some trees.
Yeah, we would probably have to pay for delivery
Okay,
somewhere.
okay.
and then whoever we pay to plant them, do you think maybe consulting with them to see what their advice on how to do that, maybe you might get a better rate if they planted more than 10 at a time, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with how many, well, maybe Zachary Root would know, give us some advice on that.
I mean, I don't think so, because they're not, it's not like you're planting them in a grid in an
Right,
open
right,
field,
right.
like every spot is gonna be.
But you basically just need to know from the city budget, if we started this process, who pays to get it done. and
Yeah,
then-
I just, from who do we ask at the city?
Yeah.
How do we ask, what's the timing, like, what do we need to do? It's kind of our-
I was gonna say,
Yay.
thank you, that's what we need.
Someone who would know
Yeah.
about money in the city.
So essentially, we don't have a line item for 97 or how many $1,000 are left. So we just have to be careful how much you spend at one time, so we don't make any appropriation line negative. So I'm assuming I can look up the rules, we might be able to use the wastewater. If we
Okay.
can use wastewater, we're fine, because we have plenty of money in wastewater.
Okay.
But if I'm not allowed to take things out of wastewater and reimburse in wastewater, we're gonna have to get a little strategic on when bills come in and come out.
So
So
if we
it's-
broke
it's
it down
doable.
into like $20,000.
It depends, yes.
Or,
Yeah, so it's on my to-do list to figure out about wastewater.
Okay.
And if that's a yes, then we don't have to worry about anything else.
Okay.
But if not, like $20,000 is pretty large for both parks and.
I think we could get all of those trees planted for 20, like, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
It's a lot of money, yeah. Or they could let us split those up into like, pay one, get a reimbursed, pay one, get a reimbursed, like 4
Yeah.
payments. That'd be
Yeah.
easier, cause like parks budget lines aren't very big.
Yeah.
Right.
So like 20,000 is kind of half one of
Well,
Tom's.
and none of them will be planted in any parks, so that makes me hesitant to ask parks to
Yeah.
put that in their budget. It has nothing to do with the parks.
Yeah, it probably would be more of a Board of Works thing, to be honest, because it's.
It's in the
Because
right
it-
way.
Because it's reimbursed grant money, there's no bidding required.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. So
Which is
I'll
great.
do some research and figure out
Good,
before
thank
the
you.
next meeting about the wastewater, so we're just keeping fingers crossed.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And did we already get reimbursed for the
So-
inventory thing?
No, so the requirement, Zach's taking control of that, and I'm just signing off on it.
Okay.
But when he was going through the checklist, we still need one more thing from
So maybe if we just start with at least look at the tree inventory, like the GIS, and come up with a plan, maybe start just with a list of those addresses, which it's already in the Excel sheet, you can just sort that. And maybe we can start, like we said, oh, now the weather's terrible.
I was gonna.
But we talked about maybe like going to look at them in person,
Yeah.
like just on a Saturday, go for a walk. Do that nice day.
That's what I was, the thoughts on the prime time to plant, this might be a good time to try to plant, but I don't know if that's ever be feasible or not.
Oh, right now?
To get some stuff planted
No,
before,
it's-
freeze. That's not optimal time.
We don't have time
We
to
don't
like
have time.
budget
That's what
this
I
out
thought.
and get
That's what I
quotes
thought.
and
Yeah,
find
that's what I
somebody to
thought.
do it.
Exactly, way too much, yeah, that's what I thought.
Also usually, hi,
Yeah,
nurseries, especially the
Oh, yeah,
state
true.
nursery, like they need, you gotta pre-order
Right,
stuff
right,
ahead of
right,
time,
right.
because they won't dig them out of the
I
ground
think
unless
they
they
would,
have a
yeah.
home for them.
Yeah.
So they have a good bit of inventory really, it's just, is it prepared for us yet?
Right.
Okay, so if we did give them a list, then we could
Mm-hmm.
piece those things out, okay.
So maybe we like identify our top 10, I don't know, I had just top
Yeah.
10 like spots that like this would be
Okay.
great, and come up with some trees, and then we can start with that.
Are there like specific trees that like you're hoping to plant, or really just any native trees?
My gut tells me there's gonna be quite a bit of black gum, because they're like medium size, they're not messy, they can take salt, they can take drought, they can take flooding, they're they can live through stuff, so.
And stuff we.
And then
that type
break
we
fall
don't-
color.
Yeah, stuff we don't, a type that we don't have a lot of is the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely no maples.
Yeah.
We're over our 10% quota on maples. Another thing we could do is kind of shop around for landscape contractors that, you know, get a quote. How much would, 10 trees here, call the nursery too, and ask them about ordering and all of that. Good thing about the state nursery is the tree, like they're very affordable. So. So identifying our top 10 spots, shopping for contractors, ask the nursery, ask the state nursery, not ordering. And then Samantha, is gonna look into wastewater budgeting. And to be honest, if we get to the end of this grant money term and we've planted 10 trees and we got a tree inventory done and they took down that giant tree of heaven in the front, like, that's a lot that just happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Since I've been a member of the Greenscape,
Yeah.
this is my second term, and
yeah,
this is the most that's
Good
happened,
point,
so this
good
is,
point. yeah,
like, it sounds like, oh, there's so much to do, but it's like, we're winning.
yeah, good point.
Yeah. I don't know if any of that will happen in 2025, but we can see, maybe. I don't have anything else on that. Going green for a roundtable, I forgot to put on here, just going green in the Grove, just a reminder about that. It's April 25th? It's the Saturday, that's either the 25th or the 26th of April. Looks like the 25th this year. Which is the city's Arbor Day, community center, we'll give away tree saplings. Those have been ordered, should be all good to go. And if it's closer to time, somebody will just go pick up the bundles and then we'll bag them and tag them.
Be here before we know it.
Yep.
A lot of variety this time too.
Yes. And if there's any other, ideas of what we should do for Going Green in the Grove.
What other things do they typically have? Is it really just like the giveaway, or do they like have like?
It's usually like a day at the community center. So last year, we stand outside usually a few tables and hand out the saplings. Last year they had electronics, recycling, to the right of us, and then over here was like giveaways of like flowers and tomatoes, like tomato plants.
That's really cool.
Make your own flower bouquet. There was a butterfly tag.
You could stand it.
One year they had a camel.
Yeah, wow. Heading to with a camel.
All sorts of ideas.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
fun.
And then they, inside the community center sets up like a whole thing, like displays. There's usually some art projects and kids
Yeah.
things and plant giveaways,
Wow.
raffle things. They do some food pantry,
Yeah, they had a.
like
really-
produce
Yeah,
giveaway.
big food pantry thing, yeah.
It's a community center
That's really cool.
things.
There's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm. That's all I have. Does anybody else have anything? I'm sorry about your traffic.
I even left an hour before.
You did.
So are you all the way up from St. Denis and
Yeah.
in Carmel? Or-
No, it's just on 86th Street.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to take 30 minutes.
That's so rough.
I've been doing.
I mean, everything's closed up there, rerouted.
Yeah.
I've been riding along and doing vaccinations up at Meridian Peds, and I think it's up in that area.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's terrible.
I've got somebody else that goes, and I just ride along to get up there, cause I'm not driving up to Meridian Peds by
Yeah.
myself for the 5 o'clock
Yeah.
vaccination clinic.
Yeah.
We're not done till 8.
Alright, well, our next meeting is scheduled for December 16th. I know December isn't the same for everybody. Yeah.
Wow.
So if there's any reason we need to reschedule that one or like that, we can. I don't know, 6 p.m. on a Tuesday is just a
You're
delay.
not feeling
Yeah.
it so bad, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
And we'll adjourn at 6:23.
Perfect.